been a year of sea changes for the industry, and this year we're back together to see how far we have come and how much further we are going to promote gender equality in seafaring. Now I'd like to invite on stage our host, Captain Karan Kocher.
Pleased to witness that over the year, the conversation is changing. It's changing from why to what. The conversations are no longer about why gender diversity. The case for gender diversity is made, and the why is clear and accepted by most. Now, we're talking about what needs to be done to achieve it. And that's why the theme for this evening's event is charting a course towards an inclusive future.
We're truly honored to have the presence of our chief guest for the evening. We have with us none other than Mr. Ajit Kumar Sukumaran.
And for me, it is not about whether you are a man or a woman. It's about your passion, skill set, and the size of your maritime heart that makes you a successful seafarer.
I'd now like to invite on stage Sri Shyam Jagannathan.
Equal at sea, completely inspirational. The single hallmark of a diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace, including ships, which promotes diversity of thought and a culture of respect, fairness, and a strong sense of belonging and ownership, is what we are aiming at, where a lady, a woman, feels just as comfortable as any man, completely at herself, totally belonging and able to express herself, apply herself, and contribute as a unit in whatever institution she is effectively and gainfully employing herself.
We have with us none other than Mr. Niels Bruth.
Together, we must forge ahead, united in our mission to create a maritime ecosystem truly equal for all. Additionally, we are collaborating with educational institutions, maritime organizations, and industry partnership to develop initiatives that inspire young women to consider careers as seafarers. Through scholarships, cadetships, outreach programs, we can equip them with the skills, knowledge, and confidence needed to embark on this exciting and rewarding profession. As a company, we firmly believe that gender diversity should not be a differentiator. It should be a norm. It is a cause that all organizations should wholeheartedly embrace to foster an ecosystem that enables women to pursue and grow in rewarding careers at sea. Maersk's global women seafarer count has grown from 2% in 2021 to 3.3% in 2023. Therefore, further to this, we have set an ambitious goal. By 2027, we aim to have equal distribution between women and men in our cadet intake from India. Further to this, we have set an internal target of reaching 15% women in all ranks on board by 2030. This is a very ambitious goal, and it may be a stretch, but we are definitely going to aim high.
Garima, tell me about your personal experience about why did you take up seafaring?
There are three qualities that I'm really attracted to. First is cultural diversity, teamwork, and leadership qualities. The career path where I found all these three, that I could learn these, I could adapt to these, and I could perform these, I went for that career path. And this was something that inspired me to actually choose Merchant Navy as my career, and I'm very pleased to be here.
Over to Captain Ashutosh, I would love to hear from you from the perspective of T.S. Rahman. What have you done to have those conversations, those difficult conversations with parents and create awareness about opportunities for women in seafaring?
We had done uniquely was we took our girl cadets who were on vacation in uniform to these various places, to these 29 schools. We took our lady faculties with us and existing seafarers who are already sailing, but they are ready to come with us. The audience or the students had three perspectives, one from training side, one from a faculty side, and one from who are sailing.
Women want to be recognized for their efforts. Women want to have their voice count, equal and fair access, just like their male colleagues.
What are the steps that are actually being taken, in order to ensure equal opportunities for women?
All successes come from the ecosystem. And if the ecosystem doesn't support you, then there is a problem, even if I'm really confident, even if I think my parents are going to support me something. I think we work in an ecosystem that's filled with policies, people, processes, and if that doesn't support the ambitions we have, then it doesn't matter what I want to do. I don't think I'll be successful. So the biggest thing that we're doing at Maersk and many other good companies is to start from acknowledging that there is a gap. Because sometimes you work in really good companies and we believe we're doing everything right. So it hurts to say, no, I don't think we're being fair. I don't think we are free of bias. And to acknowledge that was the first big step that we have taken. Taken a little too late, but taken as an industry, as an organization.
There's a mindset. Now that mindset needs to change. And I think it is gradually changing, and that's why I talked about that I would like to rephrase and recoin not gender diversity, but intellectual diversity, because the instant you realize that what you are bringing to the table is a diverse skill set, a different intellectual perspective, there will be takers for you. We can stop talking about gender equality and we start talking about intellectual diversity. Because I think what women bring is intellectually a diverse view, and that is the strength.
But it starts with this. It starts with the conversations. It starts with the initiatives we see from governments, from companies, all the way up to IMO level in our maritime industry. The shift is coming. The tide is changing. But we cannot really shift focus. We cannot let off the foot from the gas pedal here. And I think what is important to remember is that this change needs to come from people like me, like the majority of the people in this room. We need to support this culture transformation. And it is a transformation, and a transformation takes years and years. And we need to be consistent. But without us, the change is never going to happen. We need to burst our bubble, and we need to start looking forward.
A lot of women who need to be very conscious of the fact that if you have struggled and got up there, it doesn't mean everybody has to struggle like you, because you had it really tough. But it is your social service, it is your giving back that you have to make at least 100 more shine more than you. And that is the true energy which is required.
What are some of the common psychological challenges faced by individuals at sea, and how can they be addressed?
Breaking stereotypes has a lot of mental pressure. It gives rise to a lot of anxiety when consistently, throughout your career, I have to prove myself. I have to talk about how difficult, how worthy I am of my skill set, and I deserve to be here.
When talking about situations of misconduct that we know women are to a larger risk of, it's extremely important that we, of course, endorse a speak-up culture, but that's very easy. Living it is another thing. So the most important thing is basically that we make everybody aware, that we trust them, that we want to listen, and that we have a professional process if there is a situation. And then we need to keep that trust, meaning if there is a complaint or a situation that we need to handle, that it's being handled fair and professionally.
So now, once again, I'd like to invite on stage Captain Karan Kocher.
We've already begun with real efforts to change the way we interact, lead, and respond. With this, we hope to generate more interest, create more opportunities amongst women to pursue careers in the industry across the entire spectrum of roles.
To share this pledge with all of you, and I'd like you all to please join me in taking the pledge. I stand for equal at sea.
I stand for equal at sea.